Keisha, I am so sorry that your family has suffered at the hands of the criminal justice system. I am committed to creating a policing and criminal justice system that treats everyone with dignity and respect. I look to the work of President Obama's task force for 21st century policing as help in a new path as governor. I champion changing the culture of police so they become our guardians rather than warriors, the protectors and champions of our Constitution, protecting human rights and the dignity of all, giving people a voice when there is an event. Your son needed a voice. He needed someone to listen to him. Police should always be fair and impartial, and they should understand the implicit biases in community police relations. Officers, to the best extent possible, should be from their neighborhood, and they should look like the folks in the neighborhood they police. And the state can help with funds that the communities need to promote community police relations and to ensure transparency and accountability to the community. Community leaders should be involved in law enforcement through community surveys, community meetings, and community oversight to identify and help work through problems. We have an unfair and broken criminal justice system. Truth in sentencing passed 2 decades ago, but we need to revisit the sentences that need to be changed. And we need to bring back the earned release program, dismantled by our current governor. Further, I will expand alternatives to incarceration to make sure that every community has access to the Treatment Alternatives and Diversion program. I will conduct a comprehensive review of our supervision system to get to the bottom of why Wisconsin faces so many revocations or people back in prison for minor rule violations. Instead, we must enforce the law that provides for short-term, effective responses. I will address the problems of the great lack of mental health and addiction recovery programs for those both in and out of prison. I find it inhumane that Wisconsin locks up those suffering from mental illness, addiction, and developmental disabilities. Addressing mental health challenges is a daunting task, but we must begin an entirely new way of looking at and assisting those who suffer from the effects of trauma, mental illness, and addiction.